Roughly 6 decades removed from the height of the civil rights movement, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s work lives on. Communities nationwide celebrating his lasting contributions today. And new at 10 o'clock, Drew Best takes us to the MLK Day celebration in Appleton.
Dozens in the Fox Valley gathering on the Lawrence University campus Monday night to remember Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., many still inspired by his legacy.
His spirit still lives on from the body of work, a total sacrifice that he done for each and every individual. Like I say, color, creed, it didn't matter, it opened doors for a lot of individuals.
Mayor Jake Woodford among those admiring the homegrown recognition of this holiday.
We have members of our community from all walks of life and backgrounds participating in this event, and that was really one of the key messages that Dr. King was trying to teach us, which is that we are stronger together as a community. When we gather together, we look out for each other.
Keynote speaker Dr. Sam Coleman highlighted one of Dr. King's beliefs, that people have a responsibility to resist injustices in everyday life. He tells me this is especially important for the children in the crowd to hear.
When many older people, my age and probably your age and older, took a slow step, Dr. King encouraged young people to run forward with wisdom and with courage. And so I think it's important for young people here to understand that they have a place in this work of resistance and in this work of moving excellence forward against injustice.
It's clear for everyone at Monday's celebration that Dr. King's contributions are as important now as they've ever been, and they expect his message to spread as he's remembered for years to come. Reporting in Appleton, Drew Best, Action 2 News.